Hi, my name is André Ocampo. Welcome to the studio. This is a day in the life of a producer. I am from La Paz, Bolivia originally, and I studied there at the Conservatory of Music in Bolivia. And then later on, I moved to the London College of Music in London, where I spent much of my 20s. I performed there extensively as a guitarist across the city. And during this time, I developed my own project called Altafaxi. It is a sonic exploration of the synergy between my indigenous Andean roots and the places where I found myself in, like these big capital cities like La Paz and London. I am now based in Barcelona, where I co founded Chroma Science Studios with my longtime friend Mario Rebollo. This is a space dedicated to helping artists shape and realize their musical vision. Together, we partnered with Alice von Kurosik and we founded Chroma Sign Records. This is a label focused on on-demand vinyl distribution, and we give artists at any stage a meaningful way to share their music through a tangible, innovative format. So, before we are gonna dive into this production session, what we're gonna do basically is we want to come up with a beat, with a commencement of a song, the basis, the basic structure of a song that hopefully we can use for an artist later down the road. So this is basically what we're starting with. As you can see, we have pretty much nothing. For full disclosure, I've only added tracks that I know I will be using because I'm setting up the canvas. All right, this is what we're going to talk about: how to embrace the empty canvas. That's the whole thing. This is my canvas. I'm about to embrace it, and it's not going to be looking so empty after all. All right, so we have obviously the drums, we have the guitar, we have bass track, keys, we have three audio tracks that we don't know what they're going to be for yet, but we just want to have them out there ready because, as I said before, we just want to flow. It could be that we use a cajon, it could be that we layer some bongos or whatever it may be, maybe some even vocal tracks, and we sample ourselves. We don't know. What we know right now is that we have an assignment and we have to complete it. So this is the empty canvas, and we cannot be stifled looking at it. It is always a bit mesmerizing and even a bit scary to look at an empty canvas and say, okay, what do I begin with? How do I start? And what is the right thing to start with? Am I starting right? Am I starting wrong? um there's no right answers. There's no right answers, and there's no one that can come up with the right answers. So what you have to do is you have to be able to take decisions, because when you are in the studio with an artist, you have time, and time is not endless, unfortunately. So you need to take decisions. Sometimes the artist is unaware of what they're looking for or how to get to that point, but whatever it is, you have to make decisions. All right, and it's very important to have that skill. You develop that skill. It's not a talent, and it's something that over time you learn and you say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to stay with. Because otherwise, if you stay too long with something, or you're just nitpicking details, you're never going to get to the end result. That's what we want to get to ultimately. So sometimes when you're writing songs, not every song unfortunately is going to be your masterpiece, but to get to the masterpiece, you need to be able to write the most amount possible of songs. So you just have to finish one after another. You have to purge yourself off of these ideas that are just stuck in there. That's what I think leads to uh what's it creative blogs and stuff like that. It's just ideas that are stuck. You just need to let it flow, and in order for that to happen, you just need to complete it and say goodbye to it. I'm gonna try to feel my pulse, and we're gonna like see what my pulse is. I'm gonna tap it, and we're gonna determine that tempo. Right, that's how I'm vibing right now. So we're gonna just tap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we have, like 104. That's my the beat of my heart right now. All right. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play around. I don't want to like stifle too long with stuff. So basically, I'm gonna choose a little hack that is gonna get me to keep going faster. So we wanna, I think today at least we wanna make two sections to a song. So I'm gonna try to go with, and then we can like transition to something harder. I'm just trying stuff out, It's okay to make mistakes. We're just trying stuff out. There's no pressure. I like this. Uh, yeah. All right. This is like a little B section. So we're just gonna try to make ourselves like a drum track. I think what's most important is like that you don't get stuck in the, as I said before, little details. So I wanna like as a producer, because what producers I think do is not only like click stuff and make sounds. We oversee projects. You know, you gotta think about producing like Quincy Jones did. You know, we're like project managers in a way, so we want to oversee this whole thing, you know, and we don't want to like just micro stuff out, you know. So just long loop, let's say, I don't know, whatever, 2 minutes, no rules. So we're gonna start with something chill like that. We're gonna go and make changes, so we just record going back to the empty canvas. This is how we approach it from like let's say an artistic metaphor. Just make blobs. All right, I had a friend in Bolivia, which is where I'm from, that was teaching me how to paint with watercolors. And I asked him, how do you just, you know, started painting? And he was just make blobs. That's the thing, you gotta learn how to control the stain it is. And artists are not as lucky as we are, because we can delete stuff. An artist can, you know, but we approach it that way. We make decisions, we commit to those decisions, and those decisions help us move forward. So it's very important to just make blobs, you know, just make stains. It adds, you know, to the texture. Is It's not supposed to be perfect. We're humans after all, you know. So I think that's what also differentiates, you know, a little bit of what we do, creating art as humans, rather than like having an AI just, you know, put everything just perfect there for you, you know. I don't want that. I want to hear the stains. I want to see the blobs and mistakes. That's what it is about. So we're here. Right. There we go. And what we want to do, probably is on time, but we want to check anyways. We want to enhance it a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with quantization, just as long as, you know, it's just like autotune. Just use it as a tool, you know, to perfect your craft. There's nothing wrong with it. Now I don't know. I want to jam the guitar a little bit. I just want to come up with some chords, you know, and see if we can like find, let's say, the mood. So yesterday I was messing around with this chord progression of a little song that I'm writing for this new album of mine. So I'm gonna use that. And then what else goes after that? There was one more chord. Oh yeah, this one. Right. So we wanna, as I said, like build sections, right? Okay. So this could be like a B section, I guess. Tension. Release. We'll see the timing and all that later. So that's the B section, and our A could be like. Or we could play it from up down, you know, like. So I don't want to stifle, so we're just gonna record whatever comes to mind right now. Right, right. We got that like A section, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna just go into a B section right now, really quick. What I'm gonna do is gonna just create another guitar track, emulate that. Number 13 is the input because that's the way it is in this studio. And then, so let's go record that. Everything good. I don't know. I don't remember what I'm playing, but let's go. Okay, sounding good. Now we go back to the A track, and this is how I do things. You don't have to do things like this, but I like to do things like this because it keeps me organized in a way. So we're gonna play the A section in a different way. I was messing with it before up here. Now I'm gonna go down here, and I guess that's just guitarist knowledge. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna dive into it right now, but I'm gonna be honest, and it helps a lot to like learn how to play an instrument or being able to have some fluidity in an instrument, because I think you can translate ideas from your head easier into someone else's ears. So it's really worth investing your time into learning an instrument, any instrument, even singing. It works. I feel like I need to keep going right now, so we're gonna just not let the flow stop us. And then it goes back into this section, which I don't remember how it goes. Let me remind myself. Right on, right on, right on. Here we go. I'm a guitarist, so obviously it's gonna be like very guitar focused. This is my voice, I guess you could say. So right, so check the bass. Just make sure that we have a nice bass signal. Yeah, that's healthy enough. So far we have the drum tracks, we have guitar A, we have guitar B, we have the bass track, which I guess in normal standards you could consider is like a normal band backline, I guess. I don't know, just pretty basic, but I think it sounds pretty full already, and I am pretty sure that like this would be good enough for any singer to write lyrics over. And if not, then I'm sorry. We gotta work in it harder, but I think it's a pretty good starting point. So now, I'm not sure whether like it needs, let's say, like very like in-depth arrangements and ornaments, but we're gonna add stuff just to have fun and make it sound a bit more like and stuff magical, I guess. So the only two new elements that we added that are not, let's say, core elements in the song that come in and out in special sections, we can think of them as secondary elements, are the leads, which they're both in the Arturia software, and pads. Yeah, those are like arrangements, ornaments, as I say, like ear candy. You could think about it, things that leave you, I guess, wanting to listen more. Right, right. I think I got an idea of where I want to go. Yeah, something like that. I feel like there's obviously like a whole lot more details that I could go into, but we got a pretty good idea, as I said, and this is a beginning point. Now, you can notice, of course, we have like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven elements alone, and sometimes this is good enough. Sometimes this is good enough just to begin with. You don't need like a whole lot more, because when you're producing, you gotta, I think, remember, or I gotta at least remind myself that the song is not about the production. The song is about how good it sounds on its own. If I was to play this song just with my voice and a guitar, does the song move me? Does the song like tell me something? That's where the value of the song is. And us as producers, we're here to elevate that value. No, not to like hide it underneath all our production tricks and beautiful sounds, quote unquote. It is to get the message across of the songs. That's what we do as producers. So obviously we want to also make sure that we have great artists that are writing, I think, meaningful songs, meaningful enough that they want to share them with the world. I think that's the real job here, guys.
So I made this track available on Pixabay for you to use on your projects. So go have a go with it and have fun with it.